To Kent Clark. Again, O'Neill 2-1 on the season. Norfolk Catholic with a perfect record at 3-0. Will the Knights overlook O'Neill as they look for Crofton next week, who is currently ranked 7th in the Lincoln Journal-Star and 7th in the Omaha World-Herald. Dakey boots it away. It sails into the end zone, and O'Neill will start 1st and 10 from their 20. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Cable One in Norfolk. Check out the pro lineup on ESPN from Cable One. The O'Neill offense, the quarterback Brendan Broderson. He's thrown for 462 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 wingbacks, Kent Clark. Clark has run for 40 yards on the season. Eric Oberle's run for 94 yards. The fullback, Terry Larson, he's run for 89 yards. The split end, Trent Tachek. Tight end, Brock Reynoldson. Left tackle, Boyd Benson. Left guard, B.J. Barrelman. Center, Morgan Hall. Right guard, Will McCabe. Right tackle is Jacob Miles. O'Neill moving right to left on your radio. From the 20-yard line, under center is Brendan Broderson. A receiver split out to the near side of the field. They're going to give it to Larson, the fullback, and Larson doesn't get a whole lot, maybe a yard. Committee met him. It'll bring up second down and 9. Looking at the Knights' defense, the defensive ends Garrett Rocky and Jared Hastings. Rocky averaging 8.7 tackles. He has a sack. Defensive tackles Brandon Schock and Ashton Nolte. Quarterbacks Brad Pieper. He has an interception. Nathan Roach has 4 interceptions. He's the other corner. Outside linebackers Tyler Dakey and Keaton Kinnick. Inside linebackers Landon Hergott and Mike Beller. The safety is Taylor Besmer.
The first play, Terry Larson just did trying to dive off of him. Now we got a little bit of a different set out there.
So it's second down and 9. Now we got 4 receivers to the left side of the formation, 1 receiver to the right side. Broderson's pressured, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. And Tyler Dakey was the first to meet him. He caused the pressure.
Well, they go to a 5-receiver set, so the coaches are pretty much going to open up the playbook early. They start off in the double wing set. First play, just run a quick dive to Terry Larson. And then the second play, we have 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And what's going to happen there is if your line does not hold their guy up, there's going to be a big-time meeting at the quarterback, and that's what happened there.
11:19 to go here, opening quarter. Glad to have you with us, everybody, from Norfolk's Memorial Field. Brendan Broderson under center, and this is going to be the end around on the handoff, and that is Eric Oberle, the wingback, and Oberle might have fumbled the ball right at the 20. He lost a yard. Norfolk Catholic might have recovered it, and the Knights have it, so the Knights come up with a fumble recovery, and they're going to have the ball 1st down and 10 from the O'Neill 20.
Well, this is what you don't want, obviously, for Coach Hahn. I mean, it doesn't take rocket scientists to figure that out, but when you're coming to Norfolk Catholic's field, it's hard enough to sustain momentum early, and when you're fumbling at your own 20-yard line on your 3rd play, that's tough to keep your head up, so it'll be interesting to see what their defense can do here.
So the Knights will start 1st and 10 from the O'Neill 20, moving left to right on your radio. Wisniewski and Sile in the backfield behind quarterback Travis Hochstein. Hochstein back to pass, and he rolls right side, completes the pass, and that is the first catch of the season for Brandon Drahota. He takes it down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 8. The Knight offense, the quarterback Travis Hochstein, running backs Kelby Sile, fullback DJ Wisniewski, wingback is Tyler Dakey, the split end Brandon Drahota, tight end is Keaton Kinnick, left tackle Michael Becker, left guard is Jordan Klug, center is Chase Hughes, right guard Garrett Rocky, right tackle Jason Wilcox, tight end is Keaton Kinnick.
Just a quick out route by Brandon Drahota. I believe that's his first catch of the year, so trying to get everybody involved early, loosening up the linebackers on the first play with an out route.
A 2nd down and 2 for Norfolk Catholic, throw across the middle, and that's DJ Wisniewski's in the house for a touchdown. Now there's a flag late on the play. We'll have to see what this is about.
Well, they ran a trap. It was 2-receiver set, and they just ran a quick trap up the middle. Nobody was there at all. The linebackers bid on that, and Wisniewski hardly even touched going into the end zone.
And it's going to go against O'Neill, so the touchdown will count. It is an 8-yard touchdown run by DJ Wisniewski, and Norfolk Catholic off to the early lead at 6-0 with 10:26 to go.
Well, as we said, a quick trap up the middle, and if the guard seals his block, he gets a good trap block there, which he did, and the linebackers are picked up as well. There was nobody in the middle there. Kind of reminded me of Nebraska's interior defense last week.
So it's a face mask against O'Neill. It will be penalized on the kickoff, so Tyler Dakey will come in to attempt the extra point. Last year, the Knights beat O'Neill 41-0 in O'Neill, and it looks like it's an ominous start for O'Neill.
Well, it does, and that's what we talked about earlier, is the confidence level, how long they can sustain that. A fumble early, though, really hurts your momentum.
Tyler Dakey punts it through the uprights, and Norfolk Catholic leads it 7-0, 10:26 to go. 8-yard touchdown run by DJ Wisniewski. Time now to talk about our Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine Fantasy Picks for today. With the same rules applied for fantasy football, Brent Ehlers, Jeff Kuhn, and and I drafted one player each from tonight's game to keep track of from a fantasy football point of view. During the breakfast call on game day, a listener is given a chance to participate with us by receiving a player. Our listener tonight is Mike Curtis from Norfolk, and he has quarterback Travis Hochstein of Norfolk Catholic. Brent went with tight end Keaton Kanake of the Knights. Jeff selected running back Kelby Sile of Norfolk Catholic, and I chose fullback DJ Wisniewski of the Knights. A player earned 6 points for a touchdown and 1 point for every 10 yards of offense. At halftime, we'll check in on the progress of our players, and then at the end of the game, we'll take a final look at their fantasy statistics. The fantasy picks for tonight are brought to you by Faith Regional Health Services Sports Medicine, your complete team of athletic healthcare specialists.
Well, and as we saw, it was pretty much too easy for Norfolk Catholic early. Just a couple plays is all it took. O'Neill obviously not starting the way they want, and then with the face mask penalty, they're now kicking off. Tyler Dakey is 5 yards extra here, so he should easily be able to push this one into the end zone. And the defense for Norfolk Catholic, once again, is going to see multiple sets. It's whether or not O'Neill, how efficient they can be in those multiple sets.
Tyler Dakey set to kick the ball away for the Knights, and it's an end-over-end kick, and boy, that goes to the back of the end zone. Wow. Tyler Dakey with that wind at his back, he's really taking advantage of it there, so O'Neill once again will start at their own 20.
I would think that many teams that are going to play Norfolk Catholic this year are going to wish that in high school that they kicked from the 35 or the 30, because Tyler has a strong leg. If he can get through the kick, not necessarily get under it, but just get through the kick, he's so strong through the legs, and he's got great technique. He should have no problem putting it in the end zone.
Brendan Broderson and the O'Neill offense out on the field for their second drive of the game, wing T formation. 5 men on the defensive line for the red and white. Broderson takes the snap from center. A pitch to Kent Clark coming around left side, and Kent is met in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 1. It'll bring up second down and long.
Well, they run an up motion from the right wing, and they just throw a toss back there, and the line for O'Neill's not getting a good enough push. And with Norfolk Catholic, the size that they do have, they're not overly big, but they are a little bit bigger than this O'Neill team. The strength, the speed, all over them right there, and to lose a yard just on a quick little toss.
Garrett Rocky on the tackle from his defensive end position. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for O'Neill. Broderson back to pass, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Trent Toczek at about the 28-yard line, and Toczek had a nice angle there. If he would have caught that, Taylor Besmer might not have caught him the safety.
Well, I think that the route was good. They had 2 receivers basically crossing each other there on an out route and then just on a slant route, and their best receiver, Trent Toczek, wide open, hit him in the numbers, and I think maybe he saw the footsteps coming of Michael Beller coming across, maybe ready to lay him out. So, a lot of football is not just the physical, it's the mental part of it too.
9 minutes, 48 seconds to go, opening quarter, 6-0 Norfolk Catholic on the Staffco Employment Services scoreboard. Again, 4 receivers set, shotgun formation. Brendan Broderson barking out the signals, takes the snap from center, back to pass, and Norfolk Catholic showing a good rush. They're going deep down the sideline, incomplete, intended for Toczek. And right there with him was Nathan Roach, the cornerback, and O'Neill will be forced to punt.
Well, once again, you're just seeing the athleticism of Norfolk Catholic. You just can't talk about it enough. 4 receivers set, shotgun, so they got a little bit of a spread set going for O'Neill, and really just throwing a sideline pattern, a go pattern to the sideline. And he really didn't have a lot of time, so he had to throw it right away, and the receiver almost not even getting out there, running his route when the ball was already thrown 20 yards down the field.
Brock Reynoldson set to punt the ball away from his 5-yard line, back deep for the Knights, Besmer and Neal, and Reynoldson punts it away, kicks it off the side of his foot, and rolls out of bounds at the O'Neill 38-yard line, so it's going to be a punt of only 18 yards. Let's send it down to the third member of our team, Jeff Kuhn, down on the sideline.
Thanks, Joe. Talking with Coach Hunt early before the game, he really stressed they had to get off to a good start, get some turnovers, and capitalize on those. In their game against Valentine, they were able to get the opening kickoff fumble, then turn it into points, and then get the next one and turn it into points. So far, it hadn't gone their way.
Well, thanks, Jeff. Jeff's sideline reports are brought to you by First National Bank. Join our circle of friends. 2 Norfolk locations south of the Sunset Plaza and another location south of the post office. 1st and 10 for the Knights. From the O'Neill 38, this is a pitch going left side, Kelby Sile, and Sile is dropped after a gain of 1. Now you got a late flag on the play. Let's see what this is about.
Pro formation for Norfolk Catholic with 2 receivers, just a toss play. 1 lineman missed his block, and so that's where the defensive lineman Easton Ertz made a nice play down the field.
So the penalty will back Norfolk Catholic up. Looking at the O'Neill defense, the defensive ends Will McCabe and Brock Reynolds, and defensive tackles are Michael Schellhammer and Morgan Hull. The nose guard Easton Ertz. Cornerbacks Kent Clark, Eric Oberle. Outside linebackers Terry Larson and Ethan Schneider. Middle linebacker B.J. Barrelman. The safety is Trent Toczek. Norfolk Catholic with a 7-0 lead after the touchdown run of 12 yards by DJ Wisniewski. And they're going to back the football to the Norfolk Catholic 49-yard line. So first down and 20 for the Knights, moving left to right, I formation behind quarterback Travis Hochstein, receiver to the far side of the field. They're going to give it to the tailback, and that is Sile. And Sile's met right at the 50-yard line, minimal gain, maybe 1 yard. It'll bring up second down and 19.
A double tight end set or a flanker set by Norfolk Catholic, and they run a fake to the fullback, so it's a counter back to the strong side, the right side of the formation. The lineman not sustaining blocks long enough. It was the guard had his guy pinched down on him, and that's why there was not much of a hole built out there, and a good play by the defense for O'Neill.
Brock Reynoldson on the stop for the white and blue. Split out to the near side of the field. Taylor Besmer, receiver to the far side, and from the shotgun, this is Hochstein, option left side. He's going to keep it himself. Hochstein is going to get pulled down at the 40-yard line. Good run there for Travis. He picks up 10 yards, and it's going to bring up third down and long here.
Just a straight option out of the spread set shotgun, and Travis is a good runner. He's surprisingly, he's got some good speed. He looks like he's more of a galloper than anything, but he's got a good 40 time. He read that play well, got up the field, does exactly what he was supposed to do there. So a good pickup there, makes it still third and long for him, though.
Will McCabe on the tackle for O'Neill. McCabe made the stop from his defensive line position. So third down and 11 for the Knights from the O'Neill 40. And Hochstein back to pass, rolling towards his right, going deep down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page was Brandon Drahota. Drahota was cutting in as the pass sailed towards the corner of the end zone. So it's fourth down and 12. Now we'll see if Jeff Beller's going to punt the ball away, or will he go for it from the O'Neill 40?
I would think he would go for it here. There doesn't seem to be a reason to go ahead and punt it now. The way that the game has started, they've had a lot of confidence here, thinking that they can slow down or stop this O'Neill offense. So I think more than anything on that last one, Hochstein just did not read the route correctly, threw it out there. No way that Drahota was going to catch that one.
Two receivers to the far side, a receiver to the near side. Fourth and 12. Hochstein back pass, cross the middle, pass is complete. Keaton Knake. Knake still galloping towards the end zone. He's in for a touchdown. Keaton Knake with a 39-yard touchdown reception from Travis Hochstein. Knake found a spot in the middle of the field and all the way to the corner of the end zone.
Keaton Knake's had a great career here at Norfolk Catholic. A lot more on the defensive side of things, but this year, from watching every game that I've been able to see, which is every one of them, he has become a major weapon for them. He catches every ball that's within 5 yards of him, so he's a major weapon out there, and then scores after the catch.
With 7:56 to go in the first quarter, Travis Hochstein, a 39-yard touchdown pass to Keaton Knake. Tyler Dakey's extra point is good. Norfolk Catholic's up 14-0. 7:56 to go first quarter. Back after this on the X.
The teammates of Newport Steel, Gold Club, Newport Gold Finish, and Newport Detailing Center are proud to...
7 the X, brought to you in part by Cable One, Northeast Community College, Western Office Products Plus, J. Wolf State Farm Insurance, and Heartland Physical Therapy. This game brought to you in part by Affiliated Foods Midwest. Find national brands plus their own Surefine, Surefresh, and IGA products at your local Affiliated Foods Midwest retailer. Welcome back to Norfolk's Memorial Field. The Knights up 14-0. 7:56 to go here, opening quarter, as Travis Hochstein just completed a 39-yard touchdown pass to Keaton Knake on fourth down and 12. Dakey kicks it away. Once again, it goes into the end zone, and O'Neill will start from their own 20.
Dakey's finding his stride early. Sometimes he tries to overkick it, but not tonight. He's looking perfect on all three of his kicks. Norfolk Catholic just really showing O'Neill that they're going to have nothing but bad time here at Memorial Field. And early, O'Neill's just cannot find the rhythm with anything. They're running tosses, dives. They're throwing the ball up. The quarterback's not having enough time to throw, so they're really struggling right now moving it.
Brendan Broderson under center, wing T formation. Once again, a receiver to the right side of the formation. Broderson looking at a five-man defensive line. Back to pass as he fakes the handoff. Looking, and the pass is juggled incomplete. Intended for Trent Toczek on the sideline. Would have been about a 6 or 7 yard gain, but it's incomplete. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, it was a very nice design play. They were in their double wing set. They ran a jet motion faking it, so it isolated the linemen and the linebackers, freeing up time for Broderson there, trying to still hit his best receiver, Tacek, and Tacek just not concentrating enough in his first 2 passes that he's getting thrown to him.
So second down and 10 from the 20 for the Eagles. And they move right to left. I formation behind Broderson. This is a handoff going right side. Eric Oberle. And Oberle fumbled the ball again. It's picked up by Norfolk Catholic's Brad Pieper, the quarterback, and he returns it to the 8-yard line. So what a lousy start for O'Neill in this ballgame. Already trailing 14-0. They fumble the ball for the second time in this game, and Norfolk Catholic's going to have it inside the O'Neill 10 with 7:43 to go.
You just hate to see that, whether or not you're cheering here for Norfolk Catholic, listening in and cheering for them or not. You'd like to see it be a little bit more competitive than what it started off to be. We're not even halfway through the first quarter, and O'Neill just struggling, just handling the ball. 2 drop passes, a couple fumbles, just really struggling right now. So their confidence level has to be next to 0.
Line of scrimmage, they're going to call it the 9-yard line. I formation behind Hochstein. Hochstein hands it off, and on the carry, big Austin Hergott between his right guard and center, and Austin takes it down to about the 6-yard line. Give him 3 yards. It'll bring up second and goal.
Straight lead there for Austin Hergott. Austin Hergott, I will tell you what, him and Kelby Sile, that's a great 1-2 combo at that running back spot. Austin is more of a north-south, really hard-nosed in between the tackles runner, and Kelby has a little bit more flair about how he runs the football, but that's a great 1-2 combo when you can come back with a harder-nosed runner like Austin.
Will McCabe on the tackle for O'Neill. Second down and goal from the 6. Hochstein, hitch route, pass is complete to Devin Neal. Devin tries to make a move on his defender. He's going to take it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 to bring up third down.
As you said, a hitch route, and that's something that Devin Neal can do very well with. He has a lot of wiggle in his hips once he gets the ball. Usually is able to get around the first guy, and so it was a great tackle by O'Neill's corner out there. But the ball at about the 2-yard line here, I would think would be right at him.
Third down and goal for the Knights with 6:38 to go here. First quarter already leading 14-0 on the Staffco Employment Services scoreboard. Pitch Wisniewski. Wisniewski met at the goal line, spins, and not able to get in. He gets a yard, and it's going to bring up fourth down and goal.
Well, they run a 2-receiver set double tight end, so it's more of a left formation with the 2 receivers. Wisniewski's the only man in the backfield. Just a quick pitch or a quick toss out to the left. A big hole opened up, but it closed quickly right at the goal line. So, good stiff D inside the 5 for O'Neill right here.
Terry Larson was the man who hit Wisniewski head on head and stopped him there. Jumbo set behind Hochstein, handed off, and this is Austin Hergott, and he waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Knights score 2 consecutive touchdowns on fourth down, and now the Knights lead it 20-0 with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Well, they had a jumbo or power eye set there, and they just go with the bigger running back in the backfield, and he really wasn't touched until he got into the end zone, and then someone touched him. So, O'Neill did well there inside the 5 if you're trying to look for any kind of positives right here, but halfway through the first quarter, and it's already 20 points put on the board. Norfolk Catholic kind of licking their chops right here, just attacking.
With 6 minutes to go, Austin Hergott, a 1-yard run. Tyler Dakey's extra point is good. The Knights lead 21-0. 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Back after this on the X.
Welcome to the all-new Norfolk GM Auto Center, your full-line GM dealer.
To be honest with you, didn't expect that. I know last year we did the game on the radio and we went up to O'Neill 41-0, and the same type of deal. Norfolk Catholic attacked early, and O'Neill wasn't able to sustain anything.
Tyler Dakey is going to boot it, and it's going to bounce into the end zone, and O'Neill will start at the 20-yard line. Boy, if they measured it out right, they probably could have caught the ball at the goal line and maybe got a little bit better return, but regardless, O'Neill's going to have the ball at the 20.
I guess I'll have the first joke of the game here, but Tyler Dakey, they're going to have to get some ice for his leg.
Yeah.
6 minutes through the first quarter, and he's probably already sore from kicking it so many times.
He's going to be busy tonight. Well, 4 receivers are going to line up to the left side of the formation, a receiver to the right side. And Brandon Broderson awaits the snap from the shotgun, hitch route, and it's caught by Trent Tacek. Tacek is hit and dropped at the 22-yard line. It's only pick up a 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Well, they do run a hitch route, and you can just really see the difference in the 2 teams as far as team speed on a play like that. A hitch route really is trying to isolate one-on-one with the receiver on a DB, and there were 3 guys there within about simultaneously from the catch and that normally is not supposed to happen on a quick hitch route where you have other receivers going down the field to try to draw the safety in the corner, go up the field, and Norfolk Catholic just has tremendous team speed.
Landon Hergott on the tackle from his inside linebacker position. 5:23 to go here, first quarter. 21-0 Norfolk Catholic. 4 receivers to the right side of the formation this time. Broderson from the shotgun, back to pass, rolling towards his right, looking, throwing deep, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Brock Reynoldson. Brad Pieper in there on the coverage, nearly had another interception, and it's going to bring him 3rd down and 7.
Well, once again, as you said, they had 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and it really needs to be a quick get the ball, throw it right away. With 4 receivers out there, you would think with some crossing routes they would be able to open someone up, but good defense by Norfolk Catholic so far. They are getting pressure, so even with only 4 down linemen going against the 5 of O'Neill, they're still being able to get up there and cause problems for Broderson. 3rd down and 7, 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go. O'Neill moving right to left, 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Now in motion towards the far side is Brock Reynoldson, the right side of the formation. Broderson back to pass, has a little bit of time. Pass is complete, and it's complete to Robert Peter, and Peter shedding tackles right and left, but minimal yardage. Actually, boy, did he lose yardage. He was lined up behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and O'Neill will be forced to punt again. Well, as you said, there was 3 to the right, 2 to the left as far as receivers go. 1 goes in motion to the right, so they're trying to flood a zone, and for the they've only thrown the ball downfield 1 play. Everything else has been a hitch route or a quick little slant route, and I know that they're having problems getting time for Broderson, but they're really going to need to get up the field more because this quick little hitch stuff isn't really getting enough yards for him.
Brock Reynoldson has the ball snapped over his head. He comes away with it, and he's going to throw it, and he's got a receiver. It's caught by Kent Clark. Now, Clark is going to have a 1st down, but I believe there's going to be an illegal man downfield. And as fun as that was for O'Neill, off a busted play, there's a flag sitting there at about the 31-yard line, and I think the penalty is going to hurt O'Neill, and it will be. So negate the 12-yard pickup. It would have been a complete pass from Brock Reynoldson to Eric Oberle, would have had the catch.
Well, you like the creativity if it was designed that way. However, it wasn't. It was football follies from the beginning of the snap. Ball going over the punter's head, and he saw 2 guys coming down on him pretty hot. Made a smart decision that there was a guy open there, and they try to make something, and you got to like that as a coach, not quitting and not just falling on the ball. But unfortunately, there were 3 or 4 linemen downfield.
Well, they're going to try to punt it again. This time they're going to back it up 5 yards, and Brock Reynoldson will punt the ball away from his 3-yard line. Besmer and Neal back deep for Norfolk Catholic, standing at the O'Neill 45-yard line. Here's the snap to Reynoldson. This was a ground ball. Reynoldson having trouble picking it up. He's going to have to do the same thing again, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Trent Tocek. The first attempt went over the head of Brock Reynoldson, and Reynoldson was able to complete the pass and looked like they had 1st down yardage, but it was negated by an illegal man downfield. I think they're going to have the same exact thing happening again. This snap was a ground ball to him. Reynoldson unable to handle it. This pass was incomplete. The Knights are most likely going to decline it, and O'Neill is going to lose possession. Norfolk Catholic's going to start the ball in the O'Neill red zone yet again.
Well, you called it. There was a legal man downfield. You know, the special teams, and it's something that you can't talk about enough at this level. If you have one team that has superior special teams to another, that is so huge at this level. A lot of teams do not put as much emphasis on their special teams, and Norfolk Catholic certainly puts it in there as one out of the 3 phases of football.
4:16 to play opening quarter. Norfolk Catholic already leads 21-0 in this ballgame. They start down first down and 10 from the O'Neill 18-yard line. Travis Hochstein from the shotgun, a receiver to the near side, a receiver to the far side. Hochstein is going to option right side, pitches it to Kelby Sile, and Sile is brought down at about the 10-yard line. He's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 2.
Well, they do go in a shotgun set. Kelby's back there with Hochstein in the shotgun ace formation with 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and they run just a straight option where they're not faking to the fullback. They're just reading the end. As soon as Hochstein's about ready to get hit, he kicks it out to Kelby Sile, and that's a big play on 1st down for him.
Trent Tocek on the tackle. They're going to call it 2nd down and 3 from the 11. Hochstein under center. And I formation behind him, and they're going to hand it off Sile. Sile between his left guard and left tackle near the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown. Kelby Sile with an 11-yard touchdown run with 3:31 to go here in the first quarter, and the Knights balloon the lead to 27-0.
they run a power out to the left side, to the far side, and what a power basically is a double team block by the tight end and the tackle, and then the fullback, DJ Wisniewski, kicks out that isolation on the end, and then you just have your running back read that and then going underneath in the 5-hole and scoring there pretty easily. He had to dive to get in there, but pretty much getting a good push up front.
With 3:31 to go in the first quarter, Kelby Sile, an 11-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Tyler Dickey is good. And Norfolk Catholic in command. 28-0 on O'Neill. 3:31 to go. Back after this on the X. Going across the middle, pass is complete. Austin Rem, the backup tight end, inside the 30, all the way down to the 28. Nice pickup for the Knights. That's going to be a pickup of 19 yards.
Well, it was a very good pass by Brad Pieper. Steps back, just a one-step drop in the shotgun formation, just a nice slant route. Austin Rem worked very hard all through the years as a senior, not getting a lot of playing time through the years, but he's really worked hard and he's taken on different roles, and he's getting rewarded by getting a player like that called to him. I know Coach Bella really appreciates his seniors working hard.
First and 10 for the Knights from the O'Neill 29-yard line. Pieper under center, I formation. They're going to give it to the fullback. That's DJ Wisniewski. Wiz is on the loose inside the 20 all the way down to the 17. That's going to be a pickup of 12 yards and a first down.
Quick trap by DJ, and DJ does have some great quickness burst to get through the hole, and if there's a crack, he's going to get through there. And good block by the trapping guard there for Norfolk Catholic, and then no linebackers to be found whatsoever, and that's really going to hurt you on the trap block, because if you block it well and there's no linebackers there, it's trouble to stop.
Rob Peter on the tackle for O'Neill. Pieper from the shotgun once again, and he's going to fake the handoff to Hergott. Pieper's got an avenue. He's at the 10, at the 5 corner of the end zone, and they're going to say he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So Brad Pieper with a 17-yard run, and the Knights, after the run, are now on the O'Neill doorstep.
Yeah, they go to a shotgun formation. They're going to run a lot of option with Brad Pieper, a lot like his brother, and now he can read the option. They both do a very good job with that. Eric did a tremendous job with it, and Brad can do it very well here. They run like a trap option in the shotgun, faking it to the other back, and then Brad reads it really well, gets around the corner all the way to the 1.
So first and goal for the 1. For Norfolk Catholic, 10-14 to play second quarter. And this is going to be a handoff. Austin Hergott again. Austin between the center and right guard, and he's in the house for a touchdown. With 10-10 to go in the second quarter, Austin Hergott, a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Knights expand their lead to 41-0.
Just a straight lead. That's a bread and butter play for most teams at this level. Norfolk Catholic usually does it very well. Great lead blocks by their fullbacks. Their line normally gets a good push. Austin when he gets to the goal line, just puts his head down to burst through. O'Neill not playing with a lot of confidence, though. They're not really coming to make a lot of hits on defense.
So with 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go, Austin Hergott, a 1-yard touchdown run. Tyler Dickey's extra point is up and good. And the Knights with a 42-0 lead. Back after this on the X.
For all your lawn care needs, go LawnandTreeCare.com. Their dependable professional service will give you the results you want to see.
And Brent Ehlers, he went with, who'd you go with? He went with tight end Keaton Kinake of Norfolk Catholic. Our listener is Mike Curtis from Norfolk. He has quarterback Travis Hochstein of the Knights. Jeff Kuhn went with running back Kelby Sile of Norfolk Catholic, and I chose fullback DJ Wisniewski of the Knights. A player earned 6 points for a touchdown and 1 point for every 10 yards of offense. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It's all Norfolk Catholic, 42-0.
You got to play a lot of kids in a game like this. There's no question about that. And Norfolk Catholic, the kids that work hard in practice don't get a lot of playing time during most most of the games are going to be able to see. We'll probably empty the whole bench pretty early in this one, and I'm curious to see how long O'Neill goes with their first team guys.
Tyler Dakey will kick the ball away into the wind this time, and it still makes it to the end zone for a touchback. So, the Knights have been blessed over the last 6-7 years with great kickers. I mean, I can remember as far back to Andy Pick and then other kickers that have went through the system.
It is one of the biggest weapons that you can have at this level. The rule is one of the dumbest rules in high school football, if I can say that, as far as not allowing you to catch the makes no sense to me. But having a weapon like Tyler Dakey, Bryce Miller, on and on and on down the line is just a huge weapon to have for Norfolk Catholic.
Brendan Broderson from the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left side of the formation, 2 to the right. Bad snap. Broderson picks it up, throws it across the middle, and the pass is complete. What a catch by Trent Toczek. Toczek shedding tackles at the 50, a spin at the 45, all the way down to the Norfolk Catholic 40-yard line. What a play for O'Neill. A pickup of 40 yards on Brendan Broderson to Trent Toczek, but Toczek, wow, as he made a lot of defenders miss.
Trent Toczek, you look at the stats coming into the game, he has been their best weapon. He's averaging 18 yards a catch, and he shows some elusiveness once he gets it downfield. He's a tall, lanky kid, and it was a good throw stepping up into the pocket there by Broderson, and now this gives him a little bit of confidence.
Mike Beller on the stop for Norfolk Catholic, 1st and 10 for O'Neill from the Knights' 40-yard line, moving left to right, and this is Broderson back to pass, rolling towards his right. A pump fake, wants to throw it deep, looking for Toczek, and the pass is incomplete. And on the coverage for Norfolk Catholic was Jordan Miller.
Well, it was counteraction in the backfield, trying to get the linebackers isolated, and then being able to throw the ball downfield. There really wasn't, a man that was greatly open on that play there, but it was good isolation there to freeze the linebackers and get the ball downfield. I do notice Norfolk Catholic's got maybe 3 or 4 backups in there right now, so they're already early trying to get some guys in there on defense.
Coming up in a moment, Jeff Kuhn will talk about the playoff history of each team. 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go, second quarter, 42-0. Norfolk Catholic in command. Broderson takes a snap, and going left side on the carry for O'Neill is Ethan Schneider, and Schneider's tripped up, and he manages to stumble to the 38-yard line. He picks up 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They run a sweep out of the double wing set and gets tripped up in the backfield. Dylan Pieper, he's a nice size sophomore, made a good trip up there to slow him down, and then once you can do that, you got all your buddies in the red hats there just to bring him down.
Austin Hergott on the tackle from his inside linebacker position. Hergott averaging 11 tackles through the first 3 games. Receiver to the left side of the formation, split out to the far side, and under center is Brendan Broderson on 3rd down and 8. Broderson takes a snap, 3-step drop, looking. Here comes the pressure, throws it deep, got a receiver way out there, and Toczek can't come up with it at the 10. Fighting for Norfolk Catholic was the quarterback, Kelby Sile, and Toczek left him in the dust. All that Broderson needed to do was just get the ball to Toczek, and he overshot him.
Many things went wrong in that play. Broderson had his man wide open. The corner, as you said, bit, and then the safety wasn't over there for help either. And I don't know if the receiver just lost the ball up there, but it was floating there for a long time, and he had 10-15 yards on any Norfolk Catholic defender there. Just couldn't hook up with him.
Brock Reynoldson will punt the ball away from the 50. Devin Neal back deep for the Knights, and Reynoldson boots it away. And it is a wobbly kick, and Neal calls for the fair catch, lets the ball roll into the end zone for a touchback, and the Knights will start at their own 20-yard line. Jeff Kuhn, down on the sideline to you.
Thanks, Joe. And when we look at their playoff history, O'Neill not really having much success in the playoffs, haven't been there for quite a while. When we look at Norfolk Catholic, we know they've been to the playoffs 11 years, since dating back to 1996. They've been to at least the semifinals the last 4 years, winning 2 of those years. And if they play anything like this the rest of the season, we could probably see them late in the postseason again.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Jeff's sideline reports are brought to you by First National Bank of Norfolk. Brad Pieper, the backup quarterback, back in there again, option left side, and he's going to keep it himself. And Brad, boy, did he fumble the ball? No, he managed to hang on with it and gets 1 yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, as we said before, with a Pieper in there at quarterback, you're going to see a lot of option, and that's what happened there. Just straight option. Brad decides to keep the ball there. Nothing really materialized. He did hold on to the ball there, but they're going to start picking up on a little bit of it, so you're going to have to change up what you're trying to do with Brad in there at quarterback.
Morgan Hall on the tackle for O'Neill, 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. Norfolk Catholic moving right to left. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go, second quarter. 42-0, Norfolk Catholic with the lead, and this is a handoff. Playing the right side of the offensive line for the Knights is DJ Wisniewski, and DJ is stopped at the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Well, O'Neill's starting to see a little bit of success up front. The last play on the option, they were, Brad wasn't able to find anywhere to go there. This time they go shotgun formation, and DJ goes on a sweep, and he's not able to find any running room there as well.
Morgan Hall on the stop once again. 3rd down and 9 for the red and white from the 21-yard line. A receiver to the near side, a receiver to the far side. Pieper options right side. He's going to pitch it the last second. And this is coming around right side, Kelby Sile, and Sile unable to get to the sideline. And he's going to lose 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and long, and the Knights will punt the ball away.
And yes, you did say punt. We haven't seen that happen yet for Norfolk Catholic. They've had tremendous field position pretty much this whole game, so they've really never been backed up into their own area. And I think if you were Coach Beller, you'd love to see a handful of first downs, get a number of plays, move the ball, eat the clock as much as you can. But O'Neill came to play on this series.
And on the tackle there for O'Neill was Terry Larson. So Tyler Dakey will punt the ball away from his 5-yard line. Back deep for O'Neill is Kent Clark. And Dakey gets his punt blocked. It goes straight up in the air. The ball is going to roll towards about the 20. Dakey picks it up, 25-30, and he's out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And the referees are going to have a conversation here.
No, I don't believe that you can advance the ball. Yeah, I don't believe you can advance the ball. Once the ball is punted, the offensive team, if they touch the ball, it's dead. So I believe it's going to be O'Neill's ball where Tyler does touch the ball.
So O'Neill blocks the punt, and they are going to take over at the Norfolk Catholic 23-yard line with 6:38 to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Cannon Maytag See them for Maytag Neptune washers and dryers, Maytag Gemini stoves, or Maytag Ice 2.0 refrigerators. Also a conversation with Norfolk Catholic volleyball coach Gail Borgman. The Lady Knights are 13-0 on the season. They're ranked number 1 in the Omaha World Herald and number 1 in the Lincoln Journal-Star. Under center is Brandon Broderson as O'Neill moves left to right. Larson the lone back in the backfield, and they're going to have Larson back to pass, going towards the corner of the end zone, and it's nearly intercepted. No flags on the play. Pass was intended for Trent Toczek. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It was great defense there by Kelby Sile. This time he does not bite up on the handoff, and it makes a great play at the end. I know the O'Neill defensive staff wanted to push in the back, but I don't believe there was anything there. It was on the far side of the field over there, but I didn't see anything there. It was a great pass break up by Kelby.
6 minutes, 31 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Again, Norfolk Catholic in command, leading it by a score of 42-0. Kelby Sile, a touchdown run. DJ Wisniewski, a touchdown run. Austin Hergott has 2 touchdown runs. Travis Hochstein, a touchdown pass to Keaton Kinnick in this ball game. And pitch left side for O'Neill on the carry. This is a new running back. That's Bo Sheets. And Sheets is brought down in the backfield. He's going to lose 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Jared Hastings ran him down from behind. That'll tell you what kind of athlete Jared Hastings is. He's playing a tackle in position, which is not an interior guy, but it's out on the tackles, on the offensive tackle, and he just is he's an excellent football player. He just has great tenacity to get to the ball. He's got great quickness for his size, speed, and he's a powerful young man.
3rd down and 15 from the 28-yard line, and Broderson back to pass, rolling towards his right, being pressured. Broderson's going to tuck it in and keep it inside the 30, hit at the 25 and drop right there. He's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and probably about 10 yards roughly.
Broderson just goes into a rollout situation, and no one was open, so he tries to keep it, and he's a tough young man because he took about 2 or 3 shots there being held up. He wouldn't go down until that last one, and there was about 4 or 5 Knights there that finally brought him down.
That's a gain of 3 for Broderson, so 4th down and 11. The line of scrimmage is the Norfolk Catholic 25-yard line. O'Neill must get to the Knights 14. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And O'Neill yet to break the huddle. In Norfolk Catholic's upcoming schedule, they got a big ball game next week as they visit Crofton. Crofton ranked 7th in both polls, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Eagles. 5:03 to go, second quarter, 42-0. Norfolk Catholic with the lead. Back after this on the X.
Go for it with 5 receivers out there.
Brendan Broderson with 4 receivers to the left side of the formation. Broderson throws off his back foot to the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Knocking it down was Keaton Kinnick, the outside linebacker. And O'Neill's going to turn it over. 4 minutes, 57 seconds to go here, second quarter. Brad Pieper under center, and this is a handoff. DJ Wisniewski, it's off to the races. 40, 50, DJ at the O'Neill 40, 30, 20, 10, and it's a touchdown. DJ Wisniewski, a 75-yard touchdown run, 4:46 to go, and the Knights now lead it 48-0.
Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? I know. That's not right. That's not right. Just a quick trap. Every time they pretty much ran the trap tonight, there's been humongous holes up the middle. The linebackers are getting blocked, and on a trap, if you can block the linebackers, it's not the first group, the defensive lineman on your trap block where the inside defensive lineman's getting trapped, but if it's the linebackers, they're getting blocked as well. There's no one but a safety there in Broderson.
4 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the second quarter. DJ Wisniewski, a 75-yard touchdown run. Tyler Dickey just made a rule change. We're going to add 10 points for any running back that eclipses 100 yards. And DJ, I mean, obviously you're going to prevent injuries, but conditioning purposes, your starters are not going to play a full 48-minute contest.
They're not, and I think for Norfolk Catholic, they're getting this week. They're getting all their reps during practices and not during this game. In these Class C and D compared to A and B, you're going to have some games like that, and it's unfortunate.
Brendan Broderson under center from the 20-yard line. Broderson back to pass, and he throws it out of the backfield. The pass is complete to Eric Oberle, and Oberle is up to the 26. We call that a complete pass from Broderson to Oberle, a gain of 6, second down and 4, and this is going to be a handoff going left side. Ethan Schneider. Schneider finds a hole in the Norfolk Catholic secondaries. 35-40, 45, finally brought down at the 47-yard line. It's a pick up of 21 yards.
A very good run.
Broderson from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. A receiver now in motion towards the left side of the formation, the far side of the field. Broderson back to pass, looking for receivers. Everyone's covered. He's going to take off and run with it, and he's going to get sacked. He might have fumbled the ball, but I think he fell on it. It's going to be a loss of 2.
He ended up falling back.
44-yard line. Brendan Broderson is under center. You're listening to KEXL Norfolk. Broderson takes a snap and hands it off. Going right side is Eric Oberle, and Oberle across the 45 and brought down right at the 46. Gets 2 from the shotgun once again. Takes a snap from center, back to pass, and hit as he throws across the middle. Pass is incomplete, intended for Robert Peter, and it's going to bring up 4th down and long, and O'Neill most likely will punt.
A long slant route there, and
Third line and back deep for Norfolk Catholic. I believe this is a backup return man. It could be Tyler Haybrock, and it is caught by Haybrock at the 34-yard line. And Norfolk Catholic will start from their own 34. Minute 51 to play here, second quarter, leading 49-0. Well, that was in 39 yards to Keaton Kinnick, and a punt return for a touchdown by Devin Neal. And on the carry for Norfolk 3-yard line, a minute 15 to go here, first quarter. And a handoff for the Knights on the carry is going to be Mike Beller, and veteran quarterback Austin Ketter under center, I formation behind him. And receiver in motion to the far side of the field. Ketter looking at a 5-man defensive line. He fumbles it again, picks it up, and is planted immediately at the 34-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2, and it'll bring up 4th down and long.
I'm not actually able to see. I guess we're not close enough to see. We got a good spot here, but you're not close enough to see what's going on with the center quarterback exchange there. That's 2 out of the 3 snaps. Obviously, the coach is not too happy about that. Getting that ball up there. Generally, it's the center not getting the ball up there, but without seeing it perfectly, I'm not sure what's going on.
I believe the clock is going to run out. The Knights will not run another play, and we have reached halftime, and a dominant first half by Norfolk Catholic, leading 49-0.
Well, it was
thing underway, and to kick it away is Easton Ertz. And Ertz with an end-over-end kick. And the ball's going to take a hop at the 20-yard line, and it's picked up by a backup, Justin Kitson for Norfolk Catholic. And Kitson is down at the 20-yard line, so that's where Norfolk Catholic will start, moving right to left on your radio. Again, the continuous clock in motion.
Well, it is, and we've had that discussion many times. I know you and I have, and I don't know if either one of us are a major fan of it. It's not true football, in my opinion. At this level, obviously Class B, it's 8-man, so it's if you're up by the margin that we're at right now, the game would be called. But I think the biggest thing you're looking for, just play the game. Don't worry about the clock from Catholic's end. And if you're O'Neill, you play one play at a time, and let's try to make some good things happen.
Third-string quarterback Austin Ketter to start the second half, and this is a handoff. And going right side for the Knights, I believe that is Derek Rocky. It is, and Rocky will take it up to about the 23-yard line. It'll bring up second down, and about 7 yards they're going to call. It feels like an NFL exhibition game right now. We got the third stringers starting the second half,
Well, it is, and I'm glad that that you have to look at your roster more than I do to see some of the names on some of these. I obviously know a lot more of the Catholic kids than the O'Neill kids, but it is so good to see some of these kids stay with the program as long as they do at Norfolk Catholic, just for a chance to be able to come out there and play right now like Derek Rocky is.
Second down and 7 from the 23, and this is a handoff coming left side for Norfolk Catholic. Justin Kitson across the 40, 45, 50 into O'Neill territory, knocked off his feet at the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 31 yards.
Well, a big run by Justin Kitson playing fullback. He's not the traditional big-sized fullback, a little bit smaller than most at fullback, but he gets through the hole quick. He's got some pretty good speed. He broke it to the outside. I believe it was just a trap call there, just trying to keep it simple, is what Norfolk Catholic, I would believe, for the most part, that they are doing. But once, like you said, none of these kids are just going to fall down. If they see a hole, they're going to run hard.
Austin Ketter under center. The Knights moving right to left, and the handoff. That's Rocky again. Derek takes it down to the 43-yard line to pick up a 2. It'll bring up second down and 8. 9 minutes, 50 seconds to play here. Third quarter. Norfolk Catholic leading on the Staff Co Employment Services scoreboard, 49-0.
Well, and Norfolk Catholic goes to a basic play as a power, as we talked about before. So you got a double team block to the outside on the perimeter by the tight end and the tackle, and then the fullback kicks out, and there really just wasn't much running room there for Derek. Good effort there to get across the line of scrimmage there, but just not much room.
He did have a knee down, so they spotted there's only a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9. Terry Larson on the tackle, and Austin Ketter under center hands it off to Rocky again. Rocky between his right guard and right tackle. Good burst inside the 40, all the way down to the 36-yard line. Picks up 7 yards. It'll bring up third down and about 2.
Although Derek doesn't see the ball very much, in the first parts of games and things like that, he has sprinter speed. Being around the program and being able to watch these kids, he does have some great quickness. He has very quick feet that really get going, short steps, and once he gets going through the hole, he is very, very tough to bring down. Hard runner.
Brock Reynoldson on the stop for O'Neill, and Reynoldson hobbles off the field back to the O'Neill sideline. Third down and call it 3 for Norfolk Catholic from the 37-yard line of the Eagles. The Lincoln Journal-Star rankings: Hastings St. Cecilia number 1, Pierce 2, Norfolk Catholic is 3rd, Bishop Newman is 4th, Boys Town number 5, Shadron 6, Crofton is 7th, Adams Central is 8th, Boone Central number 9, and UTAN is 10th. The receiver in the slot to the near side of the field, Austin Ketter under center and hands it off, and on the carry for the Knights, Justin Kitson, and Kitson trying to bounce to the outside, awfully close to a first down. Jeff Kuhn down on the sideline to you.
Looks like he got the nose of the football past the first down. Catholic's going to keep this possession alive.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Jeff's Sideline Reports brought to you by First National Bank in Norfolk.
They run a lead. Kitson playing the fullback position, and they break the eye with the fullback lead, as we've talked about before, with the halfback leading up in there. Justin gets more lateral going east to west than he does north-south, which is what you want him to do on short yardage. So those are little things, I guess, being a coach and just looking at stuff, looking to critique kids, even though you're up 49-0, trying to just run right at the other team. But those are things you watch and you still coach and say, hey, we're a yard out. We're not going east and west on a lead like that. We're going straight at them. So you just you keep coaching them. You keep playing hard.
Ethan Schneider on the tackle for O'Neill. We just talked about the Lincoln Journal-Star rankings, the Omaha World Herald rankings in C1. Hastings St. Cecilia number 1, Pierce 2nd, Norfolk Catholic 3rd, Boys Town 4th, Shadron 5th, Wahoo Newman is 6th, Crofton 7th, Auburn 8th, Adams Central is 9th, and Grand Island Highland Central Catholic is 10th. And a pickup of about 4 yards on the play by quarterback Austin Ketter as he kept it himself. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
A shotgun formation, as you said. Ketter's got great ability. He, depending on, what happens, as far as going next year and things like that, he is probably the future for Norfolk Catholic as far as playing quarterback is concerned. He just can do so many things. He's a great athlete, nice size to him. They fake the trap inside in the shotgun, and he just keeps it. Wasn't a lot of running room there, but he can make things happen.
Rob Peter on the tackle for O'Neill. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Ketter's going to sneak it himself and inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. He picks up about 4 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
It's a quarterback follow play. He's just going to fake to the fullback and then follow right basically behind that fullback. The idea is to try to draw attention to the fullback and then go one hole outside of where you fake the ball, and you can see the acceleration there by Ketter.
B.J. Barrelman on the tackle for O'Neill from his middle linebacker position. Call it 3rd and 3 for the Knights. The line of scrimmage is the O'Neill 27-yard line, and Austin Ketter is going to sneak it left side as he bootlegs it inside the 25, down to about the 20-yard line. He's got a 1st down as he picked up about 8 yards on the play.
Not a power, I said, and you called it. It's pretty much a bootleg there. They're faking the counter action or sweep action to one way. He had some help out front blocking, which he needed there. It wasn't a true naked bootleg, but he had some blockers out front there. And those are some of the things he can do. He's got great feet.
Austin Ketter now with 12 rushing yards on 5 carries. 1st and 10 for the Knights from the O'Neill 20. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter. Austin Ketter under center. The ball rests on the near hash mark. Ketter takes a snap, hands it off, and right into the interior of the O'Neill defense is Justin Kitson. And Kitson takes it to about the 17-yard line, give him 3 yards on the play.
Single back set, just the fullback's back there. Justin Kitson, he gets the ball on a handoff. It's just a fullback trap, running hard north and south there. Pretty much what we're seeing, obviously, keeping the ball on the ground, being pretty predictable, but they have ran the ball, both sides of the ball. They're going inside and outside, giving their kids a look. And, O'Neill still has most of their first guys out there, so this is an impressive drive by Norfolk Catholic.
Jacob Miles on the tackle for O'Neill. Ketter under center with a receiver in motion to the far side of the field. This is Derek Rocky bouncing off a couple tackles inside the 15 and finally brought down at the 12-yard line. He gets 5 yards on the play, awfully close to a 1st down. Depending on that spot, it'll bring up 3rd and short.
A straight lead, great acceleration. As I said before, Derek Rocky has some tremendously quick feet, and he has short strides, so he's really able to keep those feet going. He carried 3 or 4 guys there on the pile, so it was a good, hard run on that lead.
They're going to call it 3rd down and 3 for the Knights. The line of scrimmage, the O'Neill 13-yard line. We're down to 4 minutes, 52 seconds to play. Again, continuous clock here in the 3rd quarter with Norfolk Catholic leading O'Neill 49-0. Austin Ketter under center I formation behind him. Ketter with a pitch right side, Derek Rocky. Rocky looking for a hole, cuts inside, and he's hog-tied after a gain of 1. It'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Just a straight toss to the outside, trying to get the quickness going to the outside there. Derek tries to cut it up under, but there were 2 O'Neill linebackers, or a linebacker and a safety right there ready to tackle him. So 4th down, and as you called it, maybe about 2 yards here, and they will go for it here and not needing to get the extra 3.
So some substitutions here for Norfolk Catholic into the contest from the sideline. Moves Matt Dreyer, and the Knights approach the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 2. Austin Ketter from the shotgun, a receiver to the near side, a receiver to the far side, and the whistles come in from the referees. And Ketter chucked to the ground by Michael Schellhammer of O'Neill. A timeout is taken by Norfolk Catholic with 3:57 to go, 3rd quarter. The Knights lead it 49-0. Back after Travis Oakstein, a touchdown pass of 39 yards to Keaton Kinake, and Devin Neal, a 55-yard punt return. That is the Norfolk Catholic scoring. They led 49-0 at halftime. 3:57 to go, 4th down and 2 for the Knights. Ketter is going to option left side, keep it himself. Austin still on his feet near the goal line, and he's in for a touchdown. Austin Ketter with an 11-yard touchdown run. 3:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Knights expand their lead to 55-0.
Very nice run there by Austin Ketter, faking the ball, finding a hole on the option. So it was a straight option where he faked a little bit of a fake of a pitch there, cut up, found the hole, and then he made good breakaway there. Guy was coming up to tackle for O'Neill and made a nice breakaway there to get into the end zone.
With 3:51 to go in the third quarter, Austin Ketter, an 11-yard touchdown run. The Knights now lead at 55-0, and the backup kicker for Norfolk Catholic to kick the extra point, and it's up and good by Jordan Miller, and the Knights on the ice.
Always a great selection to choose from.
Kick the ball away. Again, basically playing with their JV and third-string players right now, and set to kick the ball away this time for the Knights is Jordan Miller. Does he have the leg that Tyler Dakey does? We'll find out here in just a moment. Miller puts foot to ball. It's an end-over-end kick, and with a catch at about the 16-yard line for O'Neill is Kent Clark. Clark trying to get to the outside. He's shoved out of bounds around the 35. Now we got a flag flying in late. Generally, that means a face mask, but we'll see what the referees have to say.
Well, it was a high tackle, so it was a high collar tackle. I don't know if he grabbed the face mask, obviously being on the far side there, but we'll see what happens here. And it still looks like O'Neill's going to keep the majority of their first team guys, so I think they're going to get hungry here, and trying to get a score on this drive.
It is a face mask against Norfolk Catholic. We'll have to find out if it's a incidental face mask, which would be the 5-yard variety, or a personal foul, which would be 15 yards. They're going to march it from the 32-yard line, and they're going to head south with it. And it's going to be the 15-yard variety, as they're going to march it towards midfield. And O'Neill will start at their own 48-yard line with 3:43 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, they've got great field position here. They've got their first-team guys out there. I would have to think that maybe they'll keep it a little bit basic, trying to run right at the younger Norfolk Catholic defense.
Brendan Broderson under center, moving left to right on your radio. Broderson takes a snap, and we got a collision in the backfield between Broderson and Eric Oberle, and Oberle squirts forward to the 50. He gets 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they do a little fake action in the backfield, and actually the quarterback and the second wing to come through actually run into each other. So that's obviously not something that they're looking for with their first-team guys out there, trying to be a little bit more efficient on a drive like this.
Cord Sheath on the tackle for the Knights. They're going to call it a gain of 1, so 2nd down and 9 from the 50-yard line for the white and blue. And Broderson under center, Maryland I formation behind him. The Knights with 6 men on the defensive line of scrimmage. And Broderson takes the snap, and he's going to give it to the last man through. That's Ethan Schneider, and Schneider gets to the outside, inside the 40, to about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 13.
Well, the Maryland I, and many of these sets that I'm watching out here, many of this comes from the old Arnie Johnson offense from Boone Central, where they're going to run some Maryland I, which is more of a power formation, as you called it. There is 2 fullbacks, in essence, lining up in a straight I with a halfback or a tailback at the end, and that's just straight power football. You're getting an extra blocker with one less defender out there, and it's really tough to take on both of those blockers as well as the linemen, and then you have to still find the running back. So I would stay with that set, or keep running power football at the smaller Norfolk Catholic defense.
Tyler Haybrock on the stop for Norfolk Catholic. 2:10 to go here, third quarter, 56-0. Norfolk Catholic 1st and 10 for O'Neill from the Knight 38-yard line, and coming with the end around on that far sideline, stepping out of bounds is Ethan Schneider, but gets a good dose of yardage there on 1st down, as he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. He'll take it down to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Now they run a sweep there, and they are going to probably have a little bit more speed than the Norfolk Catholic who they have out there right now. So if you can stretch them, I still think that you should be able to run about whatever play you'd like, because this gets you your offense in a rhythm a little bit here. But they should be able to overpower Norfolk Catholic with who's out there right now.
2nd down and 3 from the 30. Hand off to the fullback, and that is Terry Larson, and Larson's going to take it down to the 25-yard line, picks up a 1st down, picks up 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be 1st and 10 with 1:20 to go here in the third.
Straight dive there. They go a double wing set, and they're just, they're knocking the defensive line for Norfolk Catholic into the linebackers. Usually linebackers should be able to run free in a 60 defense, 6'2 defense. That's not going to happen when the linemen get pushed back into the inside linebackers. They can't roam free.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Maryland I formation once again for O'Neill. Now moving towards the far side of the field is the middle back of the 3, and down to the 20-yard line for O'Neill. Moves Kent Clark. It's a pickup of 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
They go from the Maryland I into a motion, so it's just a regular I formation. It's the up back and one of the fullbacks runs a lead, and that's what's going to, as I said, with the size difference, I think that's what you're going to see as far as just running straight at him. There should be able to push him back, just going straight at him.
Cody Stowe on the tackle for Norfolk Catholic. Brendan Broderson under center. Maryland I formation once again, and right side, this is Ethan Schneider, and Schneider takes it inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line, picks up 4 yards, close to a first down. It's going to be just shy, and we're down to 8 seconds to go, and that is going to be the last play of the third quarter. The Staffco Employment Services scoreboard reads Norfolk Catholic 56, O'Neill nothing. Back with the fourth quarter after this on the X. Yard line, and he's going to have a first down as he picks up 4 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for O'Neill as they are in the Norfolk Catholic red zone.
4 receivers set there, Joe. Near side, there was 3 receivers for O'Neill. They have 1 receiver to the right, fullback, only a fullback by himself back there, and it's just a straight roll to get behind the fullback, so you have 3 receivers blocking as well as a fullback. So when you're always trying to look for a good matchup for you, which you have an extra blocker out there.
56-0. Norfolk Catholic in command here. Continuous clock in the fourth quarter. Broderson back pass rolling towards his right. Throws up his back foot. Pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of Brock Reynoldson, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Jeff Kuhn, down on the sideline to you.
Thanks, Joe. When we look at Norfolk Catholic's remaining schedule, it does not get any easier. Next week, they've got to go to Crofton, who's rated 7th in the state, and then the following week is no slouch either. They got to go to Pierce as well, who's 2nd in the state. That's going to be battle tested. It's going to tell where this team is at this point in the season. After that, it gets a little bit easier. They get to come home and they go to Wayne, or they get Wayne, and then
I don't know if he just lost concentration there or not. Good throw by Broderson there, and they could have had their first touchdown.
Brendan Broderson under center, 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles from the Norfolk Catholic 13-yard line. The Knights with a 5-man defensive line. Broderson barking out the signals, and he takes a snap back to pass. Looks like he wants to set up the shuffle pass. Not there, and he's going to get sacked and brought down to the 21. So a loss of 8 yards on the play, and Taylor Hall was the man that sacked him.
Well, it was great heat by the inside linebacker for Norfolk Catholic, making a play right there. They were going to do a shovel pass, and the inside linebacker snuffed that out perfectly, and then Taylor Hall just cleaning up what the inside linebacker started there. So very good play by all the defense there.
10 minutes, 17 seconds to go here, fourth quarter, and 3rd down and 15 for O'Neill. From the Norfolk Catholic 21-yard line, a receiver to the far side of the field, Brendan Broderson under center. Broderson surveys the 6-man defensive line for the Knights. Back to pass, 7-step drop, throws, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Ethan Schneider. And on the coverage for Norfolk Catholic was Tyler Haybrock. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, even the backups here for Norfolk Catholic getting heat on Broderson back there. Broderson just not being able to feel comfortable at all this whole game, which is a little bit surprising. He is a good athlete. If he just had some time back there, I see him doing some nice things for him, and I can see where the first 2 games maybe they said they had some more success than they have here in the last 2.
If you're the Norfolk Catholic JV players out there right now, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself. You're going up against the number 1s for O'Neill, and you really controlled them here in about a quarter and a half. Under center is Brendan Broderson, back to pass, 4th down and long, throws, and the pass is complete to Terry Larson out of the backfield, and Larson is down at about the 5-yard line. He's going to be shy of a first down, and the Knights are going to take over deep in their own territory. It's going to be a gain of 13 yards, but again, 2 yards shy.
Great tackle by Kelberlau out there. It was more of a pass that was in the flats to the fullback Larson, and it was great determination by Kelberlau to make that play just about a yard or so short of the first down, and now deep into their own territory still. Norfolk Catholic does take over the possession of the ball.
So Norfolk Catholic will start at their own 7-yard line, and now the 4th-string quarterback is in there, and that is one Bo Ehlers.
I don't know who that guy is.
Never heard of him?
Nope, never have.
So Ehlers under center. Receiver to the far side of the field, receiver to the near side as he surveys the O'Neill defense, I formation, and there's a pitch, and the tailback trying to avoid the steam of O'Neill is Derek Rocky, and forward progress is probably going to have him near the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and long.
Well, it was a great pursuit by the O'Neill defense, and it looks like some of the regulars after that play right there are actually going to come out, so it's going to be a little bit more of a look of maybe a JV versus JV to finish this thing out, but great pursuit by O'Neill. They're still playing hard out there, the guys that are out there, and that's what you're looking for, if you're Coach Hunt.
That's a loss of 4 on the play. So it's going to bring up second down and 14 with the line of scrimmage being the 4-yard line. And Ehlers under center with 2 receivers to the far side of the field. And they're going to hand it off. And on the carry for Norfolk Catholic, still yet to be able to pick up a number across the 5 to about the 7-yard line on the play. That's Rocky again, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down and 10.
Fullback trap there. They just run a quick trap, popping it up in there. Since it was second down and about 13-14, they're just trying to get some yards here, keep the clock going. Nothing fancy. We haven't seen anything fancy at all from Norfolk Catholic. Pretty much running straight at them so far here in the second half with the clock still rolling.
So how rebellious is your son Bo? Is he in that huddle saying, all right, guys, 5 wide, you all go deep?
That one is a student, very proud of him, and I don't think I'd ever see him trying to buck the system.
Bo Ehlers under center, and boy, it looks like he wants to throw, slips a tackle, still on his feet, and takes it to about the 10-yard line. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play. We're inside 7 minutes, down to 6:55 to play, and the Knights will punt the ball away after the pickup of 3.
Well, and exactly what O'Neill's looking for here, getting the stop, getting good field position, which they should definitely have here, to try to keep the game rolling, trying to keep moving the ball, and obviously O'Neill's going to keep pushing as hard as they can to try to get a score.
Jordan Miller will punt for Norfolk Catholic, and Kent Clark standing back at midfield. Miller awaits a snap from center, and there it is. And O'Neill's going to go after the punt, and what a beauty by Miller, a spiraling punt. Clark catches it at his own 48-yard line and sheds the first tackler. Now he angles towards the far sideline, still on his feet, to about the 40. A flag flies in, and Clark is down at the 38-yard line of Norfolk Catholic, but there's a flag at the 45.
I believe there's a block in the back. I would have to almost think for sure there was there by O'Neill. It was a great punt by Jordan Miller. It's a very good end over end, or a great starting up and going down, nose down, I should say, spiral, which is perfect on a punt. And, it started out to look like a good return for O'Neill, and then a block in the back stops everything.
So the referees will discuss that. Most likely move the ball back into O'Neill territory. In 6 minutes and 10 seconds to play here, fourth quarter. Norfolk Catholic in command, leading 56-0 over O'Neill. They led 35-0 after one quarter, 49-0 at the half. And again, we've kind of recapped the scoring. Kelby Sile has a touchdown run. DJ Wisniewski, 2 touchdown runs. Austin Visockstein has a touchdown pass to Keaton Kaneka, 39 yards, and a punt return of 55 yards by Devin Neal for a touchdown. And after the penalty, O'Neill will start at their own 45-yard line, moving right to left, trailing 56-0.
I think the only thing that we're seeing so far that's good about this game for Norfolk Catholic, no injuries going into their next 2 big ones.
Backup quarterback in for O'Neill. I believe that is Rob Peter, Maryland I formation behind him. And Peter looking at the 6-man defensive line of red and white. Peter takes a snap from center, and he gives it to the tailback, and that is Schneider on the carry, and Schneider takes it to midfield, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 50.
Great flow by the linebackers there. It was just a power, and the linebackers need to clean that up, and they did there. It was still good enough to get about 4 or 5 yards, but it was a good play by the linebackers there.
Taylor Hall on the stop for Norfolk Catholic. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the fourth. Second down, call it 6 for O'Neill from the 50. And Rob Peters, 170-pound senior, backup quarterback under center. Maryland I formation once again. Peter surveying the defensive line, takes the snap and gives it to the tailback. And boy, nice burst of yardage and breaking tackles right and left for O'Neill is Bo Sheets. And Sheets all the way down to the Norfolk Catholic 34-yard line to pick up a 16.
Well, you saw the first team guys, struggling against these backups of Norfolk Catholic, and then the younger guys are hungrier because the first guys have been licking their wounds pretty much the whole game, and so their heads are down a little bit. Now you're seeing a little bit of spark right at you mentality here for these backups. So that's what you want to see as a coach, is your young kids get an opportunity and they play hard when they are out there.
The ball rests in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Peter under center. Peter barking out the signals. There's a snap. And going right side, Eric Oberle on the carry. Oberle is a starter, and he takes it down to the 30-yard line. He gets 5 yards. Well, I tell you, Jeff Beller would be grinning ear to ear if his team could get a shutout, knowing that his JV and third stringers were going against the O'Neill varsity.
Oh, I think you're very happy with that. The impressive thing is, and I'm not saying this just for Norfolk Catholic, but for all levels of football. When you have a great program, this is what makes you smile a lot, is when you have your backups playing as hard and are able to play with the first team guys and second team guys, even if they're out there, of the other team. You guys are, they're playing hard the whole game, and you love to see that as a coach.
Maryland I formation behind Rob Peter once again. Knights with 6 men on the defensive line. And the referees are going to stop play. It's going to be a delay of game against O'Neill. It'll back up to the 36-yard line with 3:41 to go. You're listening to KEXL Norfolk.
Well, if we're going to run the clock, let's not have delay of games then, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, throw his arms up in the air like, he couldn't believe that happened.
So Rob Peter under center, 2nd down and 11 from the 36-yard line. And he takes the snap, back to pass, rolling towards his right. A flag flies in, and Peter is still on his feet, shedding tacklers left and right all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of about 10 yards, but it's a legal motion against O'Neill. That's going to back him up with 3:29 to go.
Well, it was very blatant illegal motion by one of the fullbacks. They ran a Maryland I-2 fullback set with the running back, and they try to run motion. You cannot go up motion up the field until the ball is snapped. Then you can go, and the youngster there just went up the field before the ball was snapped. Good run there, as you said, by Rob Peter out there, like you said, as a senior. Probably doesn't get a whole lot of looks, obviously, because Broderson getting most of the game out there. So he'd run hard. Unfortunate that there was illegal motion.
This game brought to you in part by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Enjoy your favorite delicious Sonic food and refreshing drinks after the game on the 275 bypass in Norfolk. This contest also brought to you in part by Connecting Point, offering computer and internet solutions for business and home. Your Alltel wireless agent in downtown Norfolk. 2nd down and 15 from the 50. Handoff going right side for O'Neill, and on the carry is Sheets once again. And he takes it down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 21 yards, and going to be just about 4 yards shy of a 1st down.
A good run there, getting down the sideline for O'Neill. It was a stretch power or a sweep in the Maryland I set, so they're keeping it fairly basic with the Maryland I look, but a good run there by O'Neill.
Maryland I formation, 2 minutes, 55 seconds to go, 3rd down and 5, and hit dropped in the backfield is Sheets. Boy, bursting through for Norfolk Catholic was Andrew Montag.
Andy Montag came in there. He's a good young athlete, only a freshman. Some good things are being expected of him when he gets a little bit older, and he really got in there pretty quick and easy and wrapped up and made a good play.
So 4th down and 9 for O'Neill. If the Knights could get a stop here, again, like we mentioned just moments ago, this would be pretty impressive for Norfolk Catholic's JV and third stringers to be able to stop the Tag Ice 2-0 refrigerators. 4th down and 9 for O'Neill from the Norfolk Catholic 33-yard line, Maryland I formation. Now we've got a third-string quarterback in there for the Eagles. That's Jake Miller. Miller back to pass, rolling towards his right, throws, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Sheets out of the backfield, and O'Neill turns it over on downs.
That's unfortunate for O'Neill. They've had a couple plays like that happen where it almost seems like the receiver's surprised that the ball is right where they need it. He wide open would have had the first down there. It was like a power pass where you're faking it through to the fullback, and the fullback goes out into the flat, and he just dropped it and would have had the first down, and now you have a new quarterback out there.
Clock's ticking with 1:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. And the Knights set to break the huddle. The line of scrimmage is their own 33-yard line. And now we got another quarterback in there for the Knights, and that is Ethan Brozek. I formation behind Brozek, a receiver to the far side, a receiver to the near side. And a handoff on the carry for the Knights out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. On the carry, that was Corey Schaefer.
Corey Schaefer's a very big kid for a freshman. I was able to watch a JV game the other night over in Battle Creek, and he's going to be something special. The young freshman, he's very strong for his age. I know he can lift a lot in the weight room, and he's a super fast kid for his age as well. So many big things going to be happening for him.
Brozek under center, receiver to the far side, a receiver to the near side. Once again, this is Schaefer, and Schaefer falls forward to the 39-yard line. He picks up 2. We're down to 50 seconds to go.
Pretty neat to see these freshmen out here. They just got to be freaking out there, knowing that they're playing under the lights. This is something that, you grow up through a program like this, and I see a lot of little kids. I've got a 12-year-old son I can see him sitting over there watching this as well. I guarantee he's just dreaming to be out there playing under the lights, and some of these kids just thought about that a few years ago.
Brozek under center. Once again, a receiver to the near side, a receiver to the far side. Most likely the final play of the game, and this is a fullback dive and no gain on the play. And that was Justin Kitson, and that is most likely going to be it.
Well, it wasn't the most entertaining game in the world, Joe, but it tells you of the success and the dominance that Norfolk Catholic has, out there. They do have games like this, and you don't want to be real involved with a lot of games like this on either side. I know Coach Beller doesn't like that a whole lot. Coach Hunt is a classy coach, and I know he expected to bring his team here and play a lot better than what they.
Maytag Gemini stoves or Maytag Ice 2O refrigerators. Back after this on the X.
Your family-friendly bank is First National Bank of Norfolk. They're the home of absolutely free checking, and their family is ready to serve yours. Join their circle of friends at First National Bank, with locations just south of the Sunset Plaza and south of the post office in Norfolk.
The phone book with the red cover is the one with the best telephone directory for Yellow Pages information. FDC
At the score, we're not going to talk about the game. I just want to get your thoughts on what you said to the kids at halftime, and then a little bit on your next game going back home and playing Ainsworth.
We just talked at halftime about being disciplined and doing what we could do on the field. We knew it was an uphill battle tonight, and we just wanted to come out and try to execute and do things that we could do and take care of on the field. And, I thought we played better second half. We at least, like I said, took care of some things that we had problems with in the first half. And, anytime you come over and play Norfolk Catholic, you're going to be in a battle. So, it worked out, I guess, in that regard. Next week coming home, we've got Ainsworth coming to town. And Ainsworth is not a bad ball club. They've got a new coach over there. It's got him believing a little bit in football. And, I feel like we get into a part of schedule now where we can at least compete with people a little bit. So,
well, in looking at Broderson, we talked about this just a minute ago. He looks like he's a great athlete. He can run a little bit. And, Norfolk Catholic's defense is going to make you look worse than you are. But when he threw the ball, your receivers didn't do a good job of catching it.
Yeah, and that was kind of disappointing. I think we've got good receivers as well. The Toczek kid, Reynoldson, and Birdwell are all good receivers for us and have been all season. But obviously tonight, we got a little nervous and heard some footsteps, and and we're very happy with Broderson's development right now. He's running the ball a little more than normal, so we expect good things to happen for him down the road.
Well, thanks for taking the time with us, Coach, and best of luck on the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's Jeff. Joe, appreciate it. Well, not too much trouble, and you led 35-0 after one quarter, 49-0 at halftime. The final 56-0. And Brent and I were up here talking in the booth that I have a feeling you got to be grinning ear to ear that your second and third stringers really held the O'Neill 1s and 2s scoreless. A true shutout in itself.
Well, yeah, I thought all our kids played pretty well tonight, and I think a tough stretch for O'Neill. They had Pierce last week, who's an awful good football team, and then come right back and and play us. So pretty physical 2 weeks in a row. But overall, I thought our kids played well tonight. We got started better. We really talked to our kids all week about starting a little quicker, and we did that. I think tonight played very good defense early and give ourselves great field position. We had great field position early in the game.
You ran the ball for 241 yards tonight, and you really got to credit that to the offensive line. Michael Becker, Jordan Klug, Chase Hughes, Garrett Rocky, Jason Wilcox, and Keaton Kinnick.
Yeah, you're right. I thought our O-line did a great job. Our backs run hard. Really offensively, we did some nice things. We missed a couple early on just a couple of seeing some things. Our quarterback one time on a spread type set, we didn't. One of our wide receivers had no one on him, and we need to locate that and know that. But actually, I think we hit Keaton Kinnick for a score anyway. So the play worked out okay. But just some recognition things that we need to continue to work on.
Coach Brent Ehlers up here. Again, congratulations on the win. You and I talked about a lot. We talk a lot about the game and other games and things like that throughout the season. We get a good chance to talk to each other. And going into this season, you talked about how there wasn't the size that we normally have at Norfolk Catholic. Can you speak to the team speed, though, that you have this year? Because you can really see that in games like this when any team tries to do any cutbacks or they try to do any flows or hitch routes. There's 4, 5, 6 helmets there right away.
Well, I think you're right, Coach, and I think that's what we have to do, be able to get people to the football, because we're not as big as we've been some years, but we do have kids that can run pretty well. Even our 4-down interior people, our tackle-in guys, Garrett Rocky and Jared Hastings, both run well. They can get out and move, and we need to do that because our trouble at times have been if somebody really has some big kids and get on us, that creates some problems for us.
I don't think we saw any injuries.
It was there that our beloved seniors were defeated by the underclassmen.
Like movie star day on Trader Joe's. We had a pep rally and a bonfire and showed that wonderful Norfolk Catholic school spirit on Friday. To end this 2007 homecoming week, there will be a mass at St. Mary's Church at 7:30, followed by the coronation of the students.
And now, our 2007 homecoming prayer.
Jessica Boyle, daughter of Rick and Mary Boyle. Jessica has attended Norfolk Catholic School since kindergarten. While in high school, Jessica has been a member of volleyball, cross country, basketball, and track teams. Jessica has participated in the state volleyball and basketball tournament and ran at the state track meet in 2007. She was sophomore class treasurer and a member of Norfolk Catholic National Honor Society. Jessica has been a member of choir and varsity show choir since her freshman year. She was a cast member of Beauty and the Beast. Jessica is an EMC and was a junior counselor for the Sacred Heart Society.
Brandon Thomas DeHoy. Brandon is the son of Mike and Anita DeHoy. He has attended Norfolk Catholic School since kindergarten. During his 4 years of high school, he has participated in football and track for 4 years and basketball for 2 years. He is part of the 2004-2005 State Football Championship football team. He participated in the tracks in the state track meet his sophomore year and was part of the 2006 State Championship track team. Brandon has maintained a GPA of 4.0 throughout high school. His plans to attend the University of Nebraska at Omaha. His major is still undecided.
Madison Renee Brummer is the daughter of Jim and Paula Brummer, sister to Haley. Madison has attended Norfolk Catholic School since the 5th grade. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has been a cheerleader since her sophomore year. She has earned varsity letters in track and cross country since her freshman year. Madison qualified for state her sophomore year in track and participated at the state meet the past 3 years in cross country. She plans to attend UNL next fall. Her major is yet to be decided.
Travis Hochstein. is the son of Mike Hochstein and Cindy Nelson. He has attended Norfolk Catholic since kindergarten. He has participated in football since his freshman year and was a member of the back-to-back state football team in 2004 and 2005. He was a member of the basketball team his freshman and sophomore years. He has been a member of track since his sophomore year. He plans to attend the University of Nebraska, Omaha.
Nicole Marie Brungart, the daughter of Tim and Julie Brungart. Nicole has attended Norfolk Catholic School since kindergarten. She has participated in varsity volleyball, basketball, and track since she was a freshman. Nicole is a part of the state runner-up basketball team in 2007. Helped lead her team to the semifinals of state volleyball the past 2 years, and has been a state track gold medalist. Nicole plans to attend college, but is undecided as to where.
Kean Charles Kinnaid is the son of Casey and Wanda Kinnaid. Keaton has participated in football, basketball, and golf all 4 years. Keaton was part of the back-to-back state football championships in 2004 and 2005 and was voted a senior captain this year. Keaton has participated in Quiz Bowl for 4 years. Keaton has also been involved in Futures for 5 years and went on to state for 2 years. His plans for college are still undecided.
Andrea Engelhoff, the daughter of Dave and Lou Engelhoff. Andy has attended Norfolk Catholic School since kindergarten. She has participated in one act and show choir her freshman year. Andy participated in the spring musical since her freshman year and had a lead role in her sophomore year as a stepsister in Cinderella. She has also been active in sports such as basketball, volleyball, and track throughout her high school career. Andy is still undecided where she is going to attend.